What's going on, guys? I'm LSR, and before I begin this video, I should say that I've been playing the trumpet for years, and I've been practicing. I've been doing like all sorts of different things with it. I've learned so much over the course of this time, and I have a bit of a problem with Nintendo. Like, obviously, not a huge thing. I'm not calling for like a boycott. That would be absolutely ridiculous. But I just found something funny in the way they represented the trumpet in Super Mario Odyssey. So let's go into City Hall, New Donk City. Okay, you come up here. Now I can't really speak for the two guitarists and the drum set, but this trumpet is messed up. Okay, so I'm gonna go into zoom mode right now. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Okay, so uh, I am going to just list every single problem I see with this. Okay, so if we zoom in very clearly, if we look like from sideways, you can see through his embouchure. So embouchure is like the way your lips are formed to touch the mouthpiece, and the way that your lips are when you're like performing, like the way your face is. And you, if you can see directly through like your lips, I'm pretty sure that's not normal. There should be air escaping through there, and your sound should be really bad. Second of all, again with the embouchure, his lips are angled like kind of diagonal up, which would like kind of compact the way your lips are, and would then like kind of smush your sound. Like it would be very tight, and tightness doesn't bode well. Especially when he's like outside. When you first talk to him, he's playing some scales on the rooftops, and normally compact embouchure is used for like more high notes, but he was doing like mid-register scales, so that should be completely inappropriate embouchure for what he's actually playing. Now, I have several more problems with this, but the largest one is first I should explain why this next one is important. So the difference between a tuba and a flute, I'll use them as examples, is like if you look at its size. But size matters because there's more room in the tuba for sound to go through. Um, yeah, making like the tuba sound lower, and vice versa for the flute. Like the flute is smaller, so there's less space for the sound to go through. Thus, the flute sound is higher, like there's higher pitch. Um, and you push down like the valves and the buttons on the flute and the tuba to make the air like change its direction and like exit some ways and like go through other piping to change the pitch. Which brings us to the absolute worst part of the fake trumpet. Uh, his trumpet has no first, second, or third valve slides. And what this means is that he has nowhere for his valves to lead, for his valves to like change the direction of the sound to change the pitch, which basically makes this thing a hunk of metal absolute like garbage, because there's no way he can change notes besides like open valve notes. There's nothing that he can do. Like he cannot possibly he can't be playing this. Like there's no possible way. Like, do you hear that? It's impossible. Okay. Furthermore, um, okay, I have a problem with the way his fingers are arched. Okay, so his fingers, you're supposed to have your right hand on the valves. You're supposed to have your second, no, your index, middle, and ring finger on the valves, like fingertips touching the valves. But he has his index, third, index, middle, ring, and pinky arched across the valves. Now, this means that if you try to push the valves down, like I've done this before, it's a very rookie mistake. So if you try to push the valves down, then they'll kind of like go diagonal, which pushes up against like the metal which cases the valves, which will cause to jamming later on if you do this like repeatedly. And yeah, and oh, there's also, I don't think there's any like the pinky ring, because his pinky is like kind of like down where it would be. Okay, so there's usually a pinky ring past the third valve, which you're supposed to put your pinky on top of or below of, depending on how you play. But there's none of that there. And also, his left hand, it's not even holding onto anything. Like, if there were first, second, and third valves, his thumb would be in like a little like curve, like a U-shaped curve above the first valve, and his left ring finger should be in a ring on top of the third valve. But no, his left hand is just touching the trumpet, and it makes no sense. So basically, everything's wrong with this. But uh, obviously, Nintendo doesn't have to focus on this. Like, they made a massive city. Like, this is just one complaint I have. But yeah, that was basically it. Nearly everything objectively wrong with this trumpet in Super Mario Odyssey. And feel free to leave a comment below if you have any other like comments or concerns or things I should have added. And yeah, cue that epic intro, outro thingy. All right, I'm LSR, and thank you so much for watching that video. Like, I really love making this kind of thing, and I do Monster Hunter content all the time. So if you're interested in something like that, then feel free to subscribe. And obviously, if you like the video, it's kind of what the like button is there for. And of course, if you have any comments, like concerns, just scroll down, leave a comment in the comment section. And yeah, thank you.